Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards with Jasmine. We're going to do a world events predictions. I haven't done one in a while and someone asked me to, so this is what I'm going to do for you. Let me show you my cup I'm drinking out of. This is the Magician. Isn't that beautiful? So we've already shuffled. We're going to shuffle some more. I'm going to talk to Spirit and call out and see what's going on. I'm going to touch on the base of stores closing and you know, what's happening with that, because there's a lot of theft. Okay, so here we have the first one that fell out is the tower, a tower moment. So what I'm seeing with this is that now we're talking about stores, retail stores. Well, I'm seeing a tower moment where things are going to change drastically, especially with theft. I'm seeing a lot of theft this year and into the next year. There's always been theft at stores, people stealing, you know, trying to do stuff like that because, you know, people can't afford stuff. So what choice do they have? But they steal from like big stores like Walmart and stuff like that. So I am seeing it's going to blow up. There's going to be twice as much theft, twice as much stealing and stuff like that, which is going to cause the retail stores to do something different. Okay, let's see what else is coming in. Show me what's coming in. Yeah, people aren't going to have much choices anymore. This is when you have choices out there where the universe gives you lots of choices. Now remember, these cards have many, many meanings depending on the questions you ask and the situation. So this card fell in the reverse. There's the Seven of Cups when you have no more choices. Well, that's why it's in the reverse. So the stores are going to be changing stuff up. Like they're going to have hubs now where, which is already happening now, where you have online shopping. But it's going to be an explosion of it. There's going to be so much more of it where people aren't going to be able to go into the stores, where they're going to have no choice but to do online shopping. I'm seeing a lot of what they call scan skipping, where people, you know, self-checkouts. They're going to start illuminating self-checkouts, especially Walmart. Walmart will start illuminating their self-checkouts a little bit at a time, because what people do is as they're checking out, let's say they have a couple of boxes of something, packages, or maybe macaroni and cheese. They'll put the boxes together like this and then scan just one, drop it in the bag. Okay, I was behind a woman when I was checking out that was actually doing that, and she was a little old lady. She was in a wheelchair, you know, one of those buggies that you ride, little old lady, and when she had all her stuff on the thing that moves, she had put all her macaroni and cheese like this, 2 boxes here, 2 boxes here, 2 boxes here. So as the conveyor belt was going, she would pick up both boxes and scan just one and drop it in the bag. Scan just one and drop it in the bag. So she ended up with 1 extra each time. And I was like, she's stealing. You know, I didn't realize it at first, and then I started watching her, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's stealing food. So, but you know, I mean, who knows her situation? I didn't say anything, but that is something, what they call scan skipping, what people do. So, and the stores are aware of it. You know, there's a camera right there watching you, so they're aware of everything. And so they're going to be making major changes in how you shop. There's going to be a lot of hubs. I see Walmart making more hubs to where only the employees are allowed in there to fill your, you know, online order, and then they deliver. And there's going to be more and more hubs like that where you won't even be able to go into Walmart. But this is later down into the future. I'm seeing a lot of stores doing that because they're losing money. See, here's a lot of money that they're losing due to theft. A lot of people are stealing. So, and you know, that's because our times are hard. You know, sometimes people take stuff because, I mean, what are they going to do? You know, and then with this food stamp thing that they got going on where some people can't even get food stamps anymore. The people that really need it, you know. Show me what else is coming in for our world predictions. What else is coming in for our world predictions? Yeah, hard times. See, here it is. People are going to be struggling. The load is going to be too heavy. So we have this man here. This is a 10 of Wands. The man is struggling very, very hard to carry all these wands, so he's bent over. So these wands represent family, life, money, relationship, jobs, you know, whatever. So it's too heavy. It's too much. People are going to feel the stress of that. Like I don't make enough money to pay my bills. I don't make enough money to put gas in the car. I don't make enough money for this, that. So they steal. Death. You know, so death will be on the rise. And then You'll see more and more of that. So there'll be major changes in the way people shop, the way people, even at the gas pumps, they're going to start changing things around. Yeah, you just wait and see what I'm telling you. Things are going to explode. Look at that. There's the devil. The devil's on the move. So what this represents in this reading right now is because we are in the Great Tribulation. So yes, the devil is on the move. The devil is the one that causes sickness, disease, war, and stuff like that. Because a lot of people think that the devil is in hell. He is not in hell, y'all. He is on the earth. When he was cast down from heaven, God cast him down to the earth to rule here only, well, not really rule, but to be here until Armageddon. And then the scripture says that when Jesus comes back to fight him during the revelation, the Great Tribulation, then he'll get cast down to hell where he belongs. But because of him, we have all this sickness, we have war, we have people rising against each other, we have, terrible people. And it's your duty to choose a road to go. You either choose the divine or you choose him. You choose something. And how do you choose? By your actions. Okay, what is it that you're doing in your life that you're choosing him? What is it that you're doing in your life that you're choosing the divine road? You have to endure. You have to endure. And believe me, it's hard to endure. Earth is one of the worst places for your soul to come because it's one of the hardest planets there is. There's a vast majority of planets out there that I have seen in my mind's eye and that I know about. And there's some planets out there, way out there in the universe, that are beautiful that other souls go to. Why your soul chooses to come to Earth, I don't know. But it's the toughest planet to live on for your soul. It's very, very hard. And once I'm gone, I hope I never come back to Earth. I do not want to come back to this planet. All right, what else do we see for world predictions? Goodness. Travel is going to be scarce as well. There'll be lots of different types of changes at the airport, like Uber and things like that. You're going to be seeing some major changes in that as well. There'll be a lot more restrictions, especially since war's going on. You think it's tough now to get on a plane and check your items? Well, that's going to be even tougher. They're going to make major changes. This is the card of travel when you travel successfully. Okay, but in the reverse, it means travel is going to be very hard. It will be limited. There won't be no travel. Why? Because we have who's the president? This represents the president. He has a sword. He carries a sword of cutting. Swords are cutting, confining, restriction. Every time Trump comes up in my reading, he comes up as a sword energy. This is a person that wants to cut, confine, restrict. And because he changes so much stuff so rapidly, it throws us into chaos. It throws our world into chaos. America is not great right now. America's not great. He promises America is great. Where is it great at? I mean, gas prices are high. There's war. Things are changing in the Social Security. For the elderly, food stamps, a lot of major things have been cut. People are losing their jobs. I'm seeing a major cut in jobs where unemployment will go even higher because when they have these hubs and they close down these self-checkout stores, all these stores where you can't go in anymore, which causes a high rise in unemployment. So you're going to see a high rise in unemployment at the end of 2026 into 27 and 28 because of the major change that these stores are going to make. So unemployment is on the rise for those years to come. All right. One last card. Show me what else is coming for world predictions. See? So I'm seeing love loss. Okay. So love loss, what this represents is a lot of people that are together will end up falling apart, breaking apart because they won't be able to afford, certain things. Money always makes people argue. It makes them argue, makes them fight. Poverty is a real hard thing to deal with when you're in a relationship. So I'm seeing a lot of severing of ties because of poverty, because people can't afford stuff, and it causes arguments and stuff like that. So I'm seeing severing of ties, y'all. So the best thing to do is, save your money when you work. Save your money. Don't waste it, just on anything. Pray. Always pray, because prayer is the most powerful thing on this earth. And when you shop wisely. Shop where you're going to get the best, for your money. Don't waste money. I keep saying that, don't waste money, because money is going to become scarce. It'll become scarce in the future, especially when there's war going on. Everything goes up. Gas prices go up. Food goes up. There's food shortages. So don't waste your money. Okay, save your money. Make your money. Save your money and save it for, when you have hard times. All right. This was your short world prediction video. I will bring up another topic here pretty soon. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to come to my live shows. I will give you free answers every day. Watch my videos, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.